I think there has to be a recognition that things have really changed.
Ireland does have to be part of a new age, if you will.
The connection between the people is stronger than any government or political connection that could ever exist. There's a bond between Ireland and the United States.
I think the question we should ask ourselves today is, what is the current situation regarding the Irish-American relationship?
Well, I think we've been through countless changes, both in the north and the south, but I sometimes wonder if perceptions have changed globally or even in America.
When I hear the word Ireland, I think of rolling green hills.
Let's see here.
I think good things. How about that?
I think green, potatoes.
Shamrocks.
Potatoes and green and leprechauns.
Some cute little freckles.
There's some kind of big mountain that's like a plateau, I guess.
Guinness beer.
Guinness?
Guinness.
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 I think that the Irish have something like that, don't they?
Irish ladies. Oh, they're gorgeous. Gorgeous in the accent.
Well, I do like the accent.
And a really excellent accent.
They're my favorites.
Hey!
Ireland has shaken off what was a real stone around its neck, namely that you couldn't get the Irish to work on Monday morning because they'd been drinking all weekend and they didn't like to work very hard and they liked to go home and take long lunches and whatnot. I think that image has been shaken off by experience.
And of course, Ireland, the land of the saints and scholars, culture was always part of that, literature was always part of that. And that travelled to America too.
I think the main perceptions of Ireland and America are twofold. One is the lingering cultural perception, and that is the perception of the traditions, the music and the green and all that. But secondly, I think there is a sub-level of the violence.
Any TV or any television news reports Americans watch about the north of Ireland, or Ireland in general, tends to be rioting or violence. I mean, we've just passed the 12th of July. Any news that would come over to America on the 12th would be violence.
I think for quite a while the unionist culture and the unionist position was misunderstood. And as someone coming out here through the programme, I have been speaking to the various host families, and their perception of unionists in Northern Ireland is nearly, I wouldn't say contrary to what it should be, but they certainly have a misguided view of what unionists are.
I think one of the great benefits of a programme like this is that we can inform people of changes taking place at home currently, particularly those in Northern Ireland.
Working in the Northern Ireland Bureau has really shown me that America and Ireland are on equal footing on a global level now as far as trade is concerned.
In the past, it's been sort of like Northern Ireland trying to get some assistance. I think now that Ireland is clearly standing very strongly on its own feet and is emerging as such a strong economic power, and there is political stability north and south, that there be, again, more sophisticated links at all levels.
There's been a huge investment in Ireland. I mean, I don't think they did that out of pity. I think that was a very good business decision.
Where previously it used to be a lot of businesses like in America would invest solely in Dublin or in Belfast, it's starting to happen the other way around.
Certainly business people are on the alert for opportunities to essentially use Ireland as a foothold into the European community.
I think it's worth also pointing out that the vast amounts of foreign direct investment couldn't have been made possible if it wasn't for the resolution of the conflicts in the north.
One of the things that has certainly continued to hold interest to the American people has been the peace process in the north of Ireland and the involvement of the United States.
I think we have come far away from where Bill Clinton left us off, and I think we're still receiving a message from America as well, a message of support and of hope, and of telling us that, I suppose, there is still a ways to go, but that America is ultimately behind us.
You could definitely say, and you'd have a very valid point, that it's all very well to take from America. But I think a major part of this programme is to learn from some American leaders as well.
I've learned a great deal from it, studying people such as Martin Luther King, Eleanor Roosevelt, JFK. People like Martin Luther King and like John F. Kennedy have managed to inspire people and to capture the spirit, I suppose, of reconciliation and of working together.
Learning, I think, to me involves putting what we learn here into experience when we get back home. We've learnt some wonderful skills here in our placements, and that's one of the best things about them.
Washington, and Capitol Hill in particular, was home to some of the quickest minds. It is also the home of professionalism. It certainly has been very beneficial to me, and I will take it into my working life and will use it whenever I go back to Northern Ireland.
That's what's also unique about the Washington Ireland program, is that ultimately you'll go home to Ireland and you'll share your experiences, not only of what you've experienced here in the United States, but of your spending time together with each other. One of the things that I was more so than any other year impressed with this year's crop, I guess you can say, of young interns from Ireland is the diversity of their stories and their background and their lives, and being willing to share that with other people. The more broadly we can, get those stories out, the better.
We're a diverse group, and so we can come to America, into this political bubble that is Washington, and express sort of opinions and ideas that you maybe couldn't do in your own environment at home.
When I look at the people in the programme, I can say that if those people are representative of the majority of young people in Ireland, both Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, will certainly save the future.
There are experiences here that I think the people of Ireland can learn from, both North and South.
And when you cite that the figure of 40 million, that's 40 million people who are looking back into their roots and they're seeing them in the soil of Ireland.
If anything, the relationship between the US and Ireland is going to improve.
Well, it has changed, but it's definitely changed for the better.
And certainly this future of Ireland North and South is in capable hands.
No, I don't think it's going away. In fact, if anything, I think it's only going to get stronger.